So, are the Freemasons and Freemasonry, is it a religion? That is a question often asked. And it's also denied by the culprits that it's a religion. So you can see here, Scottish Rite Masonic Center is a religious organization. Took this with my, screenshotted it on my phone because I wasn't sure the app that I use on my phone. It's not Google Maps, because Google Maps serves me incorrectly all the time, and I don't use it. So it's the other Maps app on my phone. But it was funny because I had that. Then I did look it up on Bing Maps because I didn't want to use Google on the net. I just chose one to see what it would say. It says it's a social club. So now they're claiming Freemasonry is just a social club. No big deal. And then, of course, these guys are lying. This is from this, let me give the guy some credit here. Massachusetts Freemasonry. And I'm from New Hampshire, by the way. Where people from Massachusetts often rub us the wrong way. So here you are. And they're going to lie to you.
It's not a religion. And actually, it's comprised of many people of different faiths. You'll find Jews, Christians, Buddhists, Muslims. I happen to be a Buddhist myself. Freemasonry is actually a solid foundation of the unity universal of all religions. It actually complements each other's faith. That's something I found myself. It complements my faith.
It's an organization that does require that you have an understanding in an ultimate being or ultimate power. But it doesn't really say what that is.
Exactly. You just need to believe in an ultimate being, they said, because it's a cult, and what they're indoctrinating you for is Luciferian belief that Lucifer is God. It's written by Manly P. Hall. He says, of course, Lucifer is God. How could he not be? That's what Manly P. Hall writes. So people call him the great writer of Freemasonry. He's really a windbag if you listen to him speak. It is ridiculous. I don't care if he has occult knowledge. He could say what he needs to say in far fewer words and get his point across. So yeah, their God, it's not Hiram Abiff. They're worshiping Lucifer in Freemasonry. And you know, pardon me, I keep hitting my phone. That could mean many things if you listen to William Schnoblin. Could stand for, they claim God at first, and then as you're initiated in, they'll tell you it means something else. What it really might stand for is Gnosticism, which I'm not even going to tell you is a bad thing. But the bad thing is the lie and the deception. As soon as somebody tells you something, hey, we need to do this because of this, and you agree to do it, and then after you've done it, they say, well, that wasn't really the reason I had to trick you into doing this, but here was the benefit, and here's what we did. See, that's deception. If you allow yourself to be deceived in the world like that, well, then you're cut out for Freemasonry. Let's put it that way. Look it over here. I just wanted to point this out before I end the video. Albert Pike predicted all 3 world wars, okay? Luciferian, Grand Master of Freemasonry during the Civil War. I mean, helping to divide this country. He was a general in the Confederacy. Did they rip down the statue of Albert Pike down there when all these people were getting all worked up about all these Civil War general statues? No, I assure you this one still stands. William Morgan. See, he gave out the secrets of Freemasonry, and they murdered him for it. He was drowned. I know that part of this story. See, the other thing is Joseph Smith with Freemasonry. They killed him because he incorporated Masonic secrets into the ritual of the Mormon religion. So, you know, they're murderous. Benjamin Franklin, he was over in France having orgies, you know, it sounds like fun. Sure, he's a great guy, you know, but he's smart enough to help invent electricity, or at least that's what the history says, and we all know that history is just a lie that's been agreed upon, according to Napoleon, who was a Jesuit agent and part of the grand conspiracy. Grand being a Masonic term, and what do they call it? How is this referred to? It's a life work. They're doing this generationally, pardon me, but they're doing this stuff generationally. And then George Washington, furthermore, he denounced Freemasonry, according to Eric Phelps. And supposedly, according to Eric Phelps, he says, yeah, I haven't been in a Masonic lodge for nearly 30 years. And he says because he is aware of the infiltration of the, quote, Illuminati, unquote, that he calls by name, having infiltrated Freemasonry. So people can say, Masonry started out with good intentions, but I'm telling you, it's been infiltrated by, Vaticanism and the Roman power structure and everything. Secret societies. What did JFK say? Repugnant to American ideals. So come on, get with it. They're a secret society that's controlling their government. They commit treason. What they do is they agree to support each other and to put others out of business that aren't part of the organization. That's how the Rothschilds dealt with their money when they made it up after the false reporting of the battle at, I don't know if it was Waterloo, where I was thinking Napoleon lost to the British, and then it was falsely reported that the British had lost, and then all of this stuff on their stock exchange started getting sold off at pennies to the dollar, and it was all bought up, and this fortune was created. And that story is told in a documentary called The Ring of Power. It's very interesting to watch. But all these things are interesting to consider. I mean, it's like saying, you have a court case on somebody and you get evidence on this crime and that crime, and you have possible evidence that other crimes were committed that you can't really prove. So you don't go for that in court. But these people need to be prosecuted for the crimes that we can prove against them. But there's no prosecutor who has big enough balls, because if there were, they'd kill him. Or secondly, they just put their men in every time with these elections and get these corrupt people in the government in all these positions of authority. And that's how your representative government is subverted, by secret societies and Freemasonry, which is a religion that worships Lucifer. When you read the writings of Manly P. Hall, and Mackey for that matter, I've heard William Cooper break all this down. I've heard it read to me. They say investigate it. It's so overwhelming, people. Just get the concept in your mind. Put the foundation down so you can assimilate this knowledge.